All right, what's going on, dudes, and welcome to Perfect Timing, a subreddit for still images that were taken in the middle of an otherwise rapidly occurring event that served to underscore the significance of the moment. In other words, I just described what a perfectly timed photograph is, which was probably pretty unnecessary to do. My firsthand experience with perfectly timed photographs comes in the form of people who tweet me when they pause a video of mine while they're watching it, and it shows me with just a really great face, because if you pause a video when someone's talking, it's not a pretty face. So now that I've said that, I look forward to receiving a lot more of them. Anyway, let's get started with the top post of all time. We'll start off down here in reverse order, as I've been doing lately. Surprise head, which in my mind, even though the thumbnail is the ocean, sounds like something else entirely. That's actually pretty great. Wow. Oh man, you know, I wonder if he was trying to catch the wave. He wasn't ducking under it, because then his head would be facing the other direction. I guess maybe he just saw the other dude taking the wave and he's like, all right, I'm gonna back off. But then somewhere in the middle of that happened. I like how there's just, it's not even just his head sticking out of the water. There's this perfect, just water sphere around him. It's beautiful. That's beautiful. I want to know the physics behind the water sphere hanging around his head. During his time as president, Bill Clinton attempting to catch the ball. I like how his hands are like, they're still up there. He hasn't reacted to the fact that it's actually hitting him in the face. Like, he just missed it that badly that it wasn't even like, oh, let me adjust last minute. It's not even like this kind of position, like, oh shoot, I realized I'm not gonna catch. It's just straight up embracing the ball with his face. You know what? I would say maybe I would do that in a situation, because I haven't thrown a football in a while, except that as of going to the beach on Saturday, I did throw the football around, and I'm pleased to say I didn't get hit in the face by it. So we're in the clear there. Although I've learned that I have a problem with my arm, and throwing a ball hurts it. So it's a bummer. Doing things that normal people should be able to do, and it hurts me. Good stuff. Leaving the nest for the first time. That's really cool. Aren't those ducks, though, which means that they can't fly? And the top comment was about that. Surely they aren't able to fly with those pissy little wings, right? Sir David Attenborough taught me that these geese can't fly, and that they're given a choice: either leave the nest and free fall to Earth to join the parents to get food, or stay and starve to death. All right, this probably is still out of Planet Earth or something like that. Speaking of Planet Earth, I need to watch the second we'll go around. This is not sponsored, by the way. I've been meaning to get around to watching Planet Earth too, because Planet Earth is pretty cool. Like, I mean, our planet, not even just the series, I just mean planet Earth as the planet that we're all on right now. It's cool, because we're all on it. So that means it's cool if you like living. Anyway, let's see, what do we have here? Picture of a shark taken while the water surface was still intact. That's pretty nifty. I wonder if the shark is, like, if it's breaching in the middle of a wave, or if that's some straight up surface tension right there. I'd be interested to know the answer to that. In fact, perhaps if I go to the comments on it, it'll provide an answer. That is terrifying. That's not the scientific answer I was looking for. Fair enough. It's just scary because sharks. I will admit that, just like everyone else, after watching Jaws, I was definitely afraid of going in the water. In fact, I never go into the water at the beach, so maybe that fear has lingered with me. But then again, it's probably more just because I don't like to drown. I mean, I've never tried drowning, so I wouldn't know, but I'm assuming I wouldn't like it. A cloud being sliced by an airplane. Huh. That's not even necessarily perfect timing, because it seems like there was a decent amount of time with which you were like, oh, that plane is doing something cool. Let me take out my phone and take a photograph of it. It's cool. Not quite as perfectly timed as, say, the head in the water. The head in the water, even though it was down lower, that's still, to me, the most perfectly timed photograph we've seen so far. That's just cool. Governor of Michigan, Rick Snyder, getting kicked in the face. Wow. Alrighty then. I like how the person next to him, perhaps his wife, is like just as terrified, even though there's no contact whatsoever. She's ready for anything to happen. Actually, not really, because the eyes are closed. She's just like, oh God, I accept my fate. Maybe if I close my eyes, nothing will happen. Ignorance is bliss. Why is that our reaction, though? For us to close our eyes when something bad is about to happen, you would think that it would be wiser to keep them open, because then perhaps you have a chance of identifying the problem and reacting to it. But if your eyes are closed, well, you don't really stand a chance of reacting to anything, because you can't see it. And even the dude next door, his eyes are closed. That dude must have come barreling down. I'm more impressed by the woman next to him than I am his face. I don't even know if the shoe's necessarily making contact. He also looks like he's about to hold the dude's hand. He's like, don't worry, he'll be okay. I see that you're upside down. Let me shake your hand, kind citizen of this state. I appreciate you playing basketball and entertaining me. Closely inspecting the puck. God, you wonder what would happen without those face masks. I wonder if there was ever a time in NHL where they didn't have the face masks and it was just straight up, you're just the goalie and you didn't have any protection. That would suck. There's no way that was ever a thing. There's no way. Is there like it just seems like if you hit the puck at just the right angle, you could get enough of it through the gap that his eye is showing through right there that it would actually hit them in the face. Like it would have to be a very unlucky, perfectly aimed shot. I'm probably wrong. His face is probably far enough away from the bars, and I would assume that they've calculated this in order for these to even go on sale. But I don't know. Depth perception is hard in 2 dimensions, we'll be honest. It just seems like that gap's a little bit too big. A little bit too big. But then again, what do I know about hockey? The skate gods have chosen. He is the one. Yo, is this skateboarding related? Because I'm down. Okay, he's doing a fakey pop rock. That was really cool. That was really cool. Dang, that is, wow, the first perfect timing video. That's brilliant. Boom. Oh God, I remember skating friends' backyard mini ramps that were that skinny. That's just way too skinny for a mini ramp. It's so scary to do anything on a ramp that is that narrow with like no deck on it either. It's like when you do a rock to fakie, your board is at the edge of the deck. Backyard mini ramps, fond memories. Fond memories. And then even more so, usually what happened is that no one would properly make their transitions. And it would just like, they'd make it too quick and it would just jerk up. And yep, just, this is my rant. And when I made my own quarter pipe with my dad, definitely did that too. Didn't properly use like a compass to trace out the transition. We just kind of eyeballed it, and God, it makes terrible transitions when you do that. Okay, accidentally French kissing a dog. I think we've all done that at one point or another in our lives. You get an overly eager dog licking your face, and you get some tongue action in there. It's kind of hard to avoid. Well, why are you sticking out your tongue for the photo anyway, is my question. There are certain gestures in photographs that I see amongst my contemporaries, my millennial friends, that I don't understand. Like the flipping off of the camera. I don't understand why people do that in photos. Like it's a cool thing to do. Like it's just, yeah, flip off the camera in the photo, or I'll stick my tongue out. For the flipping off mystifies me more than the tongue. You got reprimanded for that tongue stick out photo. That dog was like, hey, you're hanging that thing out there, I'm gonna do something with it. I shouldn't be putting that out there for photographs. It's unnecessary. You don't need to do that. Especially, it's weird when you're at your office in your scrubs. Maybe more appropriately if you're at some sort of music festival, but why at work when you're next to a dog in your scrubs? I don't get it. Bumblebee carrying the sun. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Dude, speaking of bumblebees, I just pulled into my garage earlier today, and the garage door is open. When I pull in, I go walk out, grab the mail, and there's a bee out there as I'm grabbing the mail, kind of just flying around in the open. And then, of course, as I walk into my garage, the bee is like, oh yeah, I'll just go into the garage too. I'll go into this one enclosure, one small opening, well, big enough to put a car through, but out of the entire open world, I'm going to fly in there. And then I was waiting a moment. I was like, bee, you going to fly out? As soon as I close the door, you're going to die in here. Okay. Waited a few seconds. Like, nope. Didn't know how to get back out. Close the door. Gonna be a dead bee. Just hopefully not sitting in one of my seats, because, yeah, that'd be a bummer. Okay, so anyway, bee carrying the sun. Pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. Spec Ops mouse captured in the middle of Operation Mooncheese. I'm so confused. Is this a reference to something I don't understand? That's the best so far. It's amazing. Dude, is that real? Is that real? Now I understand the title completely. I wonder if was that mouse actually straight up like, that's amazing. I hope that you disposed of the mouse in a safe and humane way and just carried it outside. Which I will say, despite my aggression towards scorpions and spiders and house centipedes and that sort of thing. I've had a couple rodents end up at my front door. And maybe you saw one a while ago in the vlog with Nick. And I saved them. I scoop them up and put them down across the street. So I'm nice. I'm not scared. Mice don't scare me. They're cute. I just don't want to get rabies is all. Ridiculously photogenic running back. That is kind of amazing. Also, why? So he had his helmet. Wow, there are so many factors that have gone into setting this one up. Someone had to have taken off his helmet in the middle of the play, and then the photo had to have been taken when he just had the most neutral face ever. That's a pretty incredible set of circumstances right there. And then, of course, it had to be the guy on the team who had a really good bone structure, nice face. Hey, you know, you could be straight, and you can identify when someone of the same sex has an attractive bone structure. There's no shame in that. Anyway, all right. Distracted man drops beer on White Sox left fielder Al Smith, 1959. What we got? He hasn't even reacted to the situation. It's like the liquid has just started to make contact. The hands are just about to come up. The turn is gonna be there. Like, who the hell just did that? I like how you know exactly who did it too. The guy who's just reaching for the I must be a ball that he's attempting to catch one-handed. Which, in fairness, if that dude was able to make that one-handed catch right there, the beer, whatever, dude can take the beer if he's able. But I doubt he made the catch. Also, it's such a nonchalant response from the outfielder to like, oh, it's a home run. All right, whatever. I'll just kind of chill. I don't know what. It would be easier if I saw the video. But anyway, okay. Dog slipping into mud. That's like a "This Is My Life Now" photo as well. I wonder if that. I can't remember all the photos on that one, but it seems like it would be one on "This Is My Life." Like, yep, not this again. Dolphin boop. What we got here? It seems like it would kind of hurt. You're just about to get a bunch of spikes in your nose. Oh, can you imagine just like the land equivalent of that, of you just going face first into a porcupine? Dude, I saw this video the other day of, I think it was a leopard. It was on Reddit as well. It was a leopard going after a porcupine, and the leopard attacks the porcupine. It was probably on Instant Regret, actually. Like 1 second later, the leopard is out of there. It's like, oh my God, I've made a terrible mistake. Has just quills all over its body, and the porcupine just runs away and is like, yeah, adaptation, son. What you know about that? And the leopard's like, oh God, I hate my life right now. I'm sure the dolphin's fine, actually, but that pufferfish looks unhappy. It's like, God dang it, my defense didn't work. It didn't work as a deterrent. In a rush to get to the playground, he might have forgotten about the ice. Oh God. Oh God. Your tailbone is about to be so sorry. God, we've all done that in our lives. I feel like anyone who's ever been in a place where there's snow has done that. I know I have on multiple occasions. And ice just, it hurts more than anything. It hurts more than concrete. I feel like if I had to opt between just, I have to jump and land on my tailbone. Like someone's got a gun to my head and they're like, no, you have to jump and land on your tailbone right now. Choose your surface. I'd pick concrete over ice. I don't know why ice is just the worst. Frog jumping during the photo. Whoa! Warp speed! That's amazing. Wow. Or a really slow shutter time, probably taken on a phone. So that too. That's pretty cool. A very unfortunate time to blink with white mascara. Oh my God. That's the most evil looking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my God, that could be like some horror movie villain. Also, I don't think I've ever seen white mascara like that. That actually looks like eyeballs on your eyeballs. I mean, I've seen it in videos where people actually do draw an eyeball on their eyeball for the sake of like a makeup video or something, but not for practical use. Oh my God, every time you blink, you just look like demonically possessed. Oh, and the #1 perfectly timed post of all time when you want to help your team, but you don't know how. I like how all these are reposted. The top post of all time is a repost, which means, dude, you have hops. Oh my God. That dude has such hops. That's unbelievable. And he's probably like 6 foot something. And so I'm envisioning myself with that kind of hops. And on a 5'7" person, that would not be as much. But on someone who's probably a foot taller than me, that is so, my God. And effortless too. He's just chilling there floating. Can you fly? Are you Goku or something? Jesus. How much do you squat? Like 700 pounds? Let the comments commence. I'm 13 and I squat 700 pounds. That's nothing. That's mental. Oh my God. All right. As I was saying, I like how it's a repost. Someone's posted this before and it didn't make it to the top of all time. Someone did it again, and then somehow it did well. I don't know how this works sometimes. Anyway, we're going to wind it down there. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you liked. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to check out more Reddit-related videos. Subscribe if you're not already, and if you're interested in the music playing in the background right now, it's over on the Marin Music channel. Link in the outro. I'll see you next time.